Luxury used to require size. That was the assumption embedded in the compact premium SUV segment. You needed a Range Rover Evoque at minimum, something with real mass and presence, before any manufacturer would spend seriously on the materials inside. Lexus built the LBX on a Toyota Yaris platform and quietly broke that rule. The most carefully built interior in the compact SUV segment, 33,900 euros at base in Europe. Both of those things are true at the same time, and before you spend that money on any rival, the gap between them is worth understanding. The exterior doesn't announce itself. That is the correct choice for what this car is trying to be. The Unified Spindle front face, a single trapezoid form integrated flush with the bumper and hood, replaced the aggressive spindle grille every earlier Lexus wore as a signature. What replaced it is resolved rather than dramatic. The A-pillars pull back toward the cabin, giving the body a planted quality its size doesn't automatically earn. The wide-set stance and short overhangs complete the same argument. You'll notice the proportions before you can explain why they work. No chrome on a well-specified LBX. That absence signals what this car actually prioritizes. The dashboard material behind that door is not what you expect from a car at this price, and it reframes the whole exterior restraint argument. The interior is where this car wins its case, and it wins it clearly. I went looking for the cheap bits. At this price, they exist somewhere. The dashboard surface compresses slightly under your fingers, a texture closer to what you find in executive sedans, costing 30,000 euros more than to anything else in this segment. One lower rear door panel is harder than everything surrounding it. That is where the budget ended. Physical climate dials sit below the screen, exactly where your hand reaches without looking. In 2026, keeping those controls is a deliberate position about how this car expects to be used, and it tells you that someone on the design team actually drives one. Every rival in this segment moved climate adjustment into a touchscreen submenu. You will understand the value of those dials at a junction in February when you need more heat, and this car gives it in one turn. Alcantara upholstery comes standard on the elegant specification. The 9.8-inch touchscreen is sharp and quick. Safety aid settings are buried deeper in the menus than they need to be, and that annoys me more than it should. I put a 6-foot friend in the rear for a 40-minute drive. He spent the second half with his knees pressed against my seat back and said nothing. He did not need to. The fuel economy figure this hybrid returns in real mixed driving, compared against what a plug-in alternative actually costs per month, makes the price calculation considerably more complicated than it first appears. That figure is next. 332 liters of boot space. The Audi Q2 holds 405. The floor is flat and the load lip is low. Whether that gap matters in your actual daily routine is the only question worth answering before you commit. 136 horsepower from a 1.5-liter 3-cylinder hybrid. 0 to 100 in 9.2 seconds. Not fast. Completely effortless in city traffic, where you'll run primarily on the electric motor in near silence before the petrol engine joins without announcement. 4.5 liters per 100 kilometers official. In real-world road tests and genuine mixed driving, return a figure within half a liter of that number. For a self-charging hybrid with no cable required, the official figure and the trip computer figure being the same number is rarer than it should be. From 33,900 euros in Europe, the Audi Q2 enters at a similar price with a more established dealer network, stronger European residual values, and a driving character that is more engaging on a twisty road. Those are genuine advantages. What the Q2 does not offer is this interior quality or fuel consumption this honest about its own claimed figure. Whether the rear legroom and 332-liter boot are compromises your life can absorb, only you can resolve. The gap between what Lexus built inside this car and everything else at this price in the compact luxury segment is wide enough that the comparison is no longer close. Subscribe, and the next walk around is up. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions. I read every single one. And don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified about my next upload. See you in the next video.